So guys, I showed Eclipse download and install. Okay, my download and install, that instant download and install, it is working, and Neon is showing error in my virtual machine. Okay, in physical machine I install this one, it is working. So another one I'm going to install an Apache NetBeans latest version. So I put a Apache NetBeans download. So I'm going to directly download. Okay. Hmm. Here you have to download always LTS model only. Don't download this one. Download only LTS type only. Okay. Just click on download. It will give you different kind of stuff if you understand. So see this one. Apache NetBeans 12 beans Windows 64.exe. So this is the actually your Windows file. This is for Linux and Mac. Okay, like this. I want to copy a lot of things. It is today is completely waste. Things the links and all except that one, nothing is there. Uh, from where you want to copy, like you can see HTTP here backside something is showing. So I will download from here backup sites. It may take little bit time, but it's okay. And suggested site is also there. Okay. This time we can directly install it from our shared folder also, no problem. Okay. Or you can download it from here. So currently it is downloading. Okay. Mhm. Let it download, and it will take another 10 minutes to download. Okay. Meanwhile, what I do, I will download one more very small thing. It's called a Chrome, Google Chrome download for Windows 10. Okay. It is also whenever you click on download now, it downloads what is that? Installer package only. It means not offline package, online downloader only. It online package only. It will take. Okay. For why I'm downloading for my virtual machine only. So Google Chrome is always good. Not required now, but still it is good. Yeah, both are downloaded. Okay. So already that folder, G Drive DevOps folder is already connected to my virtual machine. So I will install it from here only. Okay. First I will install Google Chrome. Really, Google Chrome will install later. Apache NetBeans I will install. So currently no. It's only installing Apache NetBeans only. Later I will install the Google Chrome, so I will install this one now. Apache NetBeans, yes. Again, it will take time, guys. Okay, meantime, okay, so what are the important things to install and all? Already I told, and see, install important things to install. Like you want to practice Python, then Python is important. Download Python and install the Python. PyCharm is purely optional. And download JDK and install. Already I shared the link where I keep it. Okay, where I keep that JDK 11. Already Google Drive I shared to you. So install the JDK. That's it. Python JDK installation important. If you want, you can go to the NetBeans or Eclipse. Which one you know? You can use either of the one. Otherwise, leave it. No problem. Okay, no problem. Just leave it. PyCharm also optional. Python IDE is enough. It's not a complex one, but it is okay. Yeah. Here it is showing basic IDE, Java SE, Java E, HTML file, PHP. These are all mainly included in NetBeans 12. The best one is 8.5. 8.5. So customize which one you want it. You can select it. If you don't want it, like if you don't want PHP, you can unselect it also. If you want to practice PHP, select it. No problem. Okay, so you can customize what you want. License agreement. So again, see, it is automatically detected our Java only. It is not installing. It won't install Java. It detects Java in the PC. If it is not unable to detect, it won't install also. Okay, this is the location of NetBeans. It is asking for check for updates. If you uncheck it also, no problem. If you check it, automatically updates. It will whenever you open, it will take time. Check the updates and all. Anything okay? It is because it's a free kind of stuff. Non commercial purposes only. All these things. Okay. For extracting and installation, anyway, it will take at least 5 to 10 minutes time. I will leave like that this one. So take a break for 5 10 minutes. Just leave like that. Don't disconnect it. Okay. Let it install. Take 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Okay. No problem. It will be installed in 5 10 minutes only. So it won't take much time, but it takes time anyway. Total time. Okay. Another advantage of this one, using a NetBeans or whatever it is. NetBeans. One more is there now. That is called Eclipse, PyCharm, like this. Why I use IDEs to create a 2 3 type of files and executional styles will be there in that one. So not only for Java, Python kind of stuff, like a Jenkins file, Docker file, you can able to do with that one. So multiple things you can able to learn. Let it install. Just leave like that. It is installed, not installed. Installed successfully. Okay, finish. And open it. It is like a welcome page only. A C application, PHP, HTML applications. Okay, take a tour, try sample projects like this. So you can try anything. Okay, so my NetBeans, what's new, like that it is there now. So what are the projects are there? If you want to install any plugins, extra plugins, you want to active features, so you can do it that way. And next you can see Windows, help, tools, team, profile, debug, view. So I went to Windows, IDE tools. This is tools, web browsers, like that. This is about check for updates, tools for plugins, like any plugins you want to add it. If you want to update the features or plugins, find out available plugins, downloaded, installed, and settings. Sometimes you have to download the plugins directly offline. You have to download and install. Might taking a lot of time. Might taking a lot of time. It is. So I'm going to create a new project like this. Click on this one, or you can go to file and you can click on it. So this is a new file, open a project type. It is new file. It is new project. So cancel it. This is to create a project. Otherwise, you can go to file, then you can select from there. But it is become very slow. Why it is slow? We have to check it. New project. Okay, new project. You have to wait till list of projects will appear, categories and project types. Yes, you can see Marvin, Java with Marvin, Java with Gradle, Java with Ant, like this it is. It's sample projects. Marvin Java application, web application, like that. I'm selecting Java application in Ant. So what happened to this one? Really, this is ridiculous. So, also, yeah, here it is. Something is showing. Java FX for implementation window, like this. You can do it. So, so it is must be activated Java SV. So what I do, so just I am closing it. Activate features, or you can go to install plugins. I'm go to activate features. Both are same, so both will display these things. So these are not active. So you have to activate what the features you require. All the, those things you have to do it. Like if you don't want it, you can unselect it also. Just I want a Java SC and IDE. Only two things, and of course this one. So you can see activate, sorry, here active. Active. The related plugins also getting activated. This is Apache. Apache is an organization. Okay, and in Apache, lot of projects are there like this. So one of the project is Tomcat. Just go to Tomcat download. Tomcat 8, Tomcat 10, Tomcat 8.5, like that. So many Tomcats are there. So I'm going with the Tomcat 8 now. 8, 8.5 also there. So this is 8.5.65. Tomcat 9, Tomcat 10, like Tomcat 7, like that. So this is 8.5. It is nothing but a web server. What is a Tomcat? Is download previous. Okay, it is not given any information. You can go to home page for a Tomcat kind of stuff. 64-bit Windows zip. You can see 64-bit Windows zip file is there. Just click it, then download. So I'm downloading in my DevOps folder only. So 11 MB. Okay. Because I want to show you how to add a server to NetBeans also. But still it is going on. It is downloaded also. Okay. It is already downloaded. So let it go on. So meanwhile I will do Tomcat extract also. It is a zip file. So refresh. This is Tomcat 8.5. Sorry, Tomcat 8.65. So I'm going to extract this one. Extract all. Where do you want to extract? I want to extract this thing in a C drive. Browse. Directly extract in the C drive. It will save the time because extraction usually take a time, even if it is a small MB. C drive. Select folder, and you can click on extract. But safekeeping, I am giving this folder. Extract. Extract. It is going on still. It won't take much time. Actually, that is the one thing I like. What is? Why it is struck? See these things. Installer. This one. Explorer. That extracting. This will occupy some space, right? So close this one. just for a 15 MB, 16 MB, taking that time. Unnecessary touch. So it's taking time and touching time. 16 MB. Windows D. Meantime, we can complete one or two topics of other things. Guys, anybody having doubts or anything, any subject, please tell me. Any last time practicals or anything, so we'll try. No, no, it is moment is started something. My internet speed is also okay, I think so. Because it's downloading very faster. Someone put a question. Sir, we need both Eclipse for a practical or anyone. Actually, both are not required. Okay, so if you want anything, like you can install either Eclipse or NetBeans or none, no problem. Okay, so just to show some practicals and two connections in both future purpose for understanding purpose, we can do. Thing is, here why I am doing this one, I will explain. So maybe it is uh, let it record also go there. No, no, not there. Yeah. Why we are doing all these things? We'll get. So mainly for Python for Python practice and a few practice like I can tell all other practicals without this one or just what is it, how to do it. Just I can able to tell. But different ways to do things are there. So how to do it like that? Okay. First of all, to learn DevOps, I'll explain very easily. So what is DevOps means development and operations. DevOps means development and operations. Okay. So operations we'll see later. But what is the development? What is development? What is the development? The question is what is development? So what you will develop, like using a different programming language, you develop a something like you develop a web application or maybe an application or maybe just a code, right? So how do you develop? So we need a programming languages to understand development part, right? So like Python is a one of the programming language, more popular language, and like next one is another popular, more popular is Java. Next one is like Microsoft related is there, no Visual Studio related, like a .NET programming. So just like a .NET, like a C sharp .NET, okay, C sharp. Another one is ASP, VB. So this kind of .NET programming, Java, advanced Java, that kind of stuff. Okay. So any application development related things. So we need a development. Like any one of the thing is required. Next, the tools. DevOps is not a one application. DevOps is not at all an application. DevOps is combination of multiple applications. Multiple parts, life cycles are there. So different life cycles are there, and each life cycle use different type of tools. The tools we use here, actually DevOps means understanding of tools using in a development and operations. And DevOps, so main thing is how to utilize tools and all kind of stuff, right? So different tools we use in a DevOps. DevOps is not one application; it contains something. So some tools used for development, some tools used for testing, some are tools for building, some are for integration, some are for deployment, some are for a monitoring purpose. So different tools we learn in DevOps. So at least for up to development part. Okay. First tool is what it is. Any coding language you require, any programming things, and also we need ID, understanding of ID, use utilization of ID. You can develop a program using a normal text file or a direct commands. Python is script language. Python is a scripting language. If you use IDLE, so you are practicing scripting language, scripting. You're writing a scripting or you're practicing commands. IDLE for okay, IDLE is actually for typing command purpose only, not to actually not developing a script also. But you can develop the script in ideally in ideally and we can execute. But better is IDEs are better. Why? Because you to develop the application, to develop the script, to type the script very faster and other things like so more libraries, suggestions, and automatically so we can add plugins so then we can get do bit more. Okay, so that is one thing in a Python first of all. Okay, next Java. So you can write in a notepad and we can execute it, or you can use IDE to do that one. So two type of IDEs. So we'll said like one is Eclipse. We can do it. NetBeans and other things also available. So other so many type of IDEs also there. I told PyCharm, but other things are there. Of course, this is a Visual Studio. Visual Studio Core is there. So tools like I have to use a IDE is important. Next one is the main tool in a development for to store the data. I means like make a communication or version controlling. Was to do version control. Okay. So this is a version control system. Majorly we are using a Git. Subversioning and Git majorly we are using, and next one we are using a mainly Git only. So to do manually, you can be able to do Git and how to integrate Git to a IDE. Okay, how to integrate Git to IDE. Normally, I can tell Git commands, but if you are using Eclipse, again you have to use the Git separately. So that is again extra burden. So how to integrate your Eclipse to your GitHub link? So then how can you develop and integrate with your Git? Okay, how to sync with your GitHub or Git server? So that is we have to understand. Um, Next, another tool is like a Maven tool. What is a Maven and Maven? Yarn tools are build and test tool types. So it will build it. It will compile the code and it is because when you create a Maven project, it's not a it is a some kind of software only. But when you create a Maven project, so the Maven application will test it using a Maven libraries. It tests the Maven project libraries, build, install, builds. Also, it will create same thing as with Ant and other applications also there. Not only this one, but I will try to show you Maven. Okay, and we have to develop with IDEs, and we have to integrate with Git, execute with the Maven and kind of stuff to make this integrate. Like when you develop with IDE, so I will write here develop something with IDE or manually. So we can put it in a Git, and you take the code from the Git and using Jenkins, we can integrate. Using Jenkins, we can integrate those things, and we using a different tools like a Maven and other tools. We can test it, build it, and we can execute those kind of stuff. If we require deployment, also we can able to do it. For example, you want to do test deployment, you can connect it to the Docker images, and you can create a Docker image and create a run environment, test it also. Or you can integrate it to Selenium, JUnit, NUnit test environment, so then you can execute on that one. Importance to learn lot of things. I talk about development, integrations, and all kind of stuff, right? Some people came, the people who are came from CSC and IT, they have some are having a good idea, some are don't have much idea, but little bit idea is there. But people who are not background is not software part, still DevOps is suitable for all kind of people. Majorly it is a DevOps not dealing with the application development, it is dealing with the tools using in a overall application development. Okay, so we should understand the different servers, different connections, database connections and all, to not only in a DevOps. This is a wholesale. DevOps is nothing but whole project related one. So whole project related one. Advantage of DevOps. Advantage of DevOps is it is not single tool, single application. It is a multiple tools we are using inside a DevOps. So then, and most of the tools we are using are open source only. Maven is a open source, Ant is a open source, and you don't need to pay for Eclipse or anything. Git, GitHub, maybe they'll charge for a industrial standard, like a enterprise level, but a normal our student level learning purpose, they won't charge anything for a Git application or a GitHub related things. Jenkins, you don't need to pay, just download and use the Jenkins. Docker, you don't need to pay, just download and install it. Maybe sometimes Docker need a registration, but generally also not required a registration also there. Okay, so different tools are using, understanding different tools and all we are telling. Even if you don't install PyCharm, Eclipse, NetBeans, not at all a problem. Just my intention is how to integrate this NetBeans to GitHub, NetBeans to a Tomcat server. So how the people will do it. So some people not at all don't know what is those kind of stuff. So to understand, try slowly learn. I don't know anything about software guys. Simple. I am the networking candidate. Servers, Linux, Windows, okay, these are my subjects. And next level is hypervisors, networking, sorry, hypervisors and cloud, private side only, not even a public cloud. Okay, so because it's a servers and networking concepts only there. That is my concept. But when I came to the 70s, of course before came to 70s only, I started little bit, but not fulfill kind of stuff. I purchased lot of courses before I joined here, like a DevOps I purchased it, Amazon Web Services, Python I purchased it. So luckily I purchased that time. So, but when I purchased, its cost is more. After that one, it has become very less cost. Okay, so anyway, I started learning. Luckily, Um, in 2008, 18, 17 and 18, I started learning. And 19 onwards, syllabus is changed. They put all this Jenkins, Docker, Git, and all kind of stuff, Python in. It will become more useful. That time I can able to explain and all. So from last 3 years, I am doing this one. Okay, so don't worry. Yeah, it is finally finished. Okay, finished. Completed. These three are activated. If you want any other things, you must activate it. Next, you can go to available plugins. All these are plugins. Which plugin you are required for your project, you can do it. What are the plugins? You can add plugins directly. This is installed plugins in category wise. So 8.2 plugin portal is there here. If you want that one, you can also select it and add it. But don't do it now. So just a selection, it is saying like this. Okay, so close it. Closing is better. Okay. Now it is extracted. Yes. So C drive. You can see Apache Tomcat 8.5.85 16 GB. So this is a complete one. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut it from here and paste it here. And it is nothing. So I'm going to delete it. It's a very big name, right? So the big names are always give column. So this is a small name, little bit compared to that one. Okay, compared to small name, and this is the bin, and you will get a startup and kind of stuff. Okay, this is Control C and put it in an environmental variable because this application is not adding to that one. So maybe may not be knows about. So environmental variables. Okay, okay. I will show you how to add a project and so here you can tell directly Tomcat location, okay, or directly you can add a path also. So new, just paste up to bin must be there here, okay, or you can say new Tomcat 8 and put a path here, so you can remove this one. So this is like this is home directory, that is executable one, so you can use it like this. Actually it is 85. Okay, next. This is a new project. So I will tell what is how to create a project and all. So again, you can create a Marvin project and project or a web project, web application. You can create your own web application. Last time there I showed only one project, but here I am showing web project. So web application one. So I will put a name is demo web app one. Simple name app one. Next. Here it is asking server. No server is available. You can add it. EE version is not there. So we'll add it. So click on add. Just click on add. Amazon Beanstalk is also available. Glassfish servers. Payara server. Wildfly application server it is. This is Tomcat server. Name I will change to 8.5.65. Next. Server location. Browse it. Find out where it is. It is in C drive, the folder. Okay, you can create a normal Java thing, but try to create a web project. Okay, this is a folder. Just click on open. Automatically it will understand that one. If you want to click this one, you can click it, no problem. Okay, so you can specify the location, otherwise just unselect it if you don't understand what it is. Then if already create user is there, no problem, leave it. Otherwise you can create your own user here. I'm creating a user for that one is just Tomcat only. You can put any username. Okay, so for and password also Tomcat, and finish. So automatically this server will add it to our NetBeans. So you need to worry about it. So if you have more servers, like I have a Tomcat 9, I have a Tomcat 10, Glassfish server, JBoss, or a database servers, any server we can able to add it to it. So automatically JEE 7 web like this it is came. If otherwise you can download JEE 8 or an 11 like that you can mm, put it. Means Java Enterprise Edition. Now we install a standard edition only. To do this, all these things, we need a enterprise edition to download. This is a frameworks. So different frameworks are Spring, Java Server Faces, Struts, like that. I'm not using any framework here. Just I click and finish. This is one part is in middleware. This is very important. So everything what we learn, I'm not going to separate it. Sometimes I'll combine one to another one because everything is same only. Okay, so why I'm creating this web project and install, one more reason is in middleware we have to understand web servers, okay, and application. And currently I'm not doing that serverless kind of stuff. Okay, so maybe if I will try for you, and I will do it, like I'll try to explain that one, but not now. Okay, okay guys, so you no need to install anything. For example, you want to practice Python or anything, you have a low level system is there, install in your physical machine and you can try. Already I told learning is a process. Learning one, no, next one, next one, another one. So it is like it is a process only. The knowledge you have, the with that with knowledge you can able to stabilize and grown up. First is important is stabilize. No need to go back, like no, we can't further. So again I have to search institute to learn something, and what are the knowledge you have, that is more knowledge. Automatically index.html is came up. So because of it's a web project now, so compulsory um, uh, this one is required. But we have to wait, like a lot of things are going on background. Okay, there is a multiple reasons why I told this one. Okay, I am just moving like this, and I want to show a few things meanwhile. So this is my project. Just click on it. Okay, further we can able to develop this project also. This is web pages, like you want to put a index.html or JSP pages, you can put it in a like this web.inf. Under that one index.html, by default it is there. If you see meta.nf, contest.xml is there. Next, so this is a Java purpose, like you can create your default package. With the package you can able to create it. This is libraries and configuration files. Okay, so in a libraries automatically see Java 11, and this is your Tomcat is already added. If you want another resources, like you want to add a JDBC, like you click on library, you can add a JDBC also. Add a project, add a library, jar folder, like that. Okay, next. I can run this one, but a little bit change I will do it. So title. So this is something title is there. I will change the title. I'll change the title. I put a title is welcome. Okay, this is a body container and all. So this is also heading. Okay, it is telling something like I put a header. Okay. Mm, okay, so this is a header. So I put a heading. Um, welcome. I'm not colors and all. I didn't put it. Welcome to my web page. Okay, something I put it. So here it is showing, why it is showing like this. It is maybe because of space. So this one I change it welcome, and as the title only one heading I'm using. It is H, no, H1 or H2 I have to use it. I use H2. Okay, like this. So now I have to save it. So this is a saving. Now I want to run this project. So this is HTML page. So then you have to when you run. Okay, so when you run it, so Tomcat will interfere with maybe your project. So we'll see. This is a web page on just a HTML page. It's running. What it will ask, what is your default browser? It's a default browser is here only, but I didn't use any other browser type. Running, but Tomcat is not running. Yeah, this one. So guys, whenever you got like this, so better to check both the things and allow access or just allow access. Okay, the application you are allowing to run. So your firewall is not blocking your application. I allowed it. So this is much of slow will kill our interest also. You guys are sitting and looking at that one interestingly. This is try to kill your interest. So just I has a plan to tell GitHub, Git commands, then Jenkins installation and leave it. But it is trying to kill all in part. Now again, see it is why it is 2 came. This is for a Java. This is for Java. So one is Java application, another one for um, your NetBeans. If you know how to deal with a one IDE, other IDE maybe similarities are there, same thing is there, but there is must be a small differences, so you can get it. So what is this? It is blinking. Okay. So initially you may have to do all these things, but slowly you have to go to options, find out those options and how to add the kind of stuff. Okay. You will learn easily. Okay. Difference between winners and losers, it is very simple, is little bit differently. We have to do things little bit differently. Or so I think it is asking Tomcat password, but this is blocking this front one only. It's not accepting anything. If possible, I will show you example also. Okay. Meantime, what I am doing, I will explain. Just here, I'm developing a code. So initially, it is my HTML page only. So try to develop a basic web application. Okay. So like a just an application. So I didn't specify dynamic or static. Just it is a web application. So I have a initially I have a index dot html. Now I want to run this index dot html directly. I can able to run, but I want to run this index dot html in a server. So the server name is web server. I want to run in a web server. Of course, and we are running an application server also. Both it is there. So it is one part is of Tomcat is a web server mainly. So I want to run this file in web server. My web server name is Tomcat. Tomcat is also a server. So currently I'm using Tomcat 8. In this server I want to run it. Okay, that's it. To run the Tomcat server also we require Java. That's why I install Java first. Mm, yeah, that's why it is slow. You know why it is? My system is become very slow. I have to stop updates before when I install completed my installation. I have to stop updates. If I don't stop updates, so what will happen? It will slow your system. It is waiting for installation of updates, then or downloading updates or verification of updates. It slow your system. If it is slow your system means it is so like this. If you go here also, you can go to this one. You can see update and security. There you can find what are the updates are pending, and also you can see okay power update and restart, update and shutdown. So when you got like this, whatever you do, so if your data is safe, so what you do, once your data is safe or some working process completed, let it completed, wait for some time and let it completed. Once completed, so what you have to do, restart, compulsory update and restart, otherwise it's keep on slow only till you are shut down your PC, means update and shut down or update and restart, and after restart till that time it will slow only. At least after your completion of updates, if it is a virtual machine, better to stop updates. If it is a physical machine, let it run. But if it is a virtual machine, better to stop updates after updating. After updating, because already updates are there. Otherwise, it will get confused. How to stop updates? Go to the services. See, this is Windows D. It got freeze on my screen. It is refreshing also. Then I click this one. Again, see 100% utilization. Windows host run DLL. That's why it is very slow. I need a space. Hmm? Okay. Yeah, whatever was. How to close this one? I don't know. What is this? So these are startups. Better to disable the startups also. Unnecessary startups like a OneDrive. What happened to this VMware tool services? Shanti, everything is taking care. This is not at all interesting part. What happened to this? What happened? Close, close, or allow whatever it is. Fuck you do. Close the window. Yeah. Okay. So next time we will see that one. So it is asking Tomcat server application password username. I put a Tomcat and Tomcat as a password. Click OK. Now it is running this Tomcat logs. Now it is running Tomcat. So this is what my application is running in Tomcat web server. Tomcat is a application server actually. So it is running in a Tomcat server and it is putting an output directly. Okay, it execute depends upon which browser you are selected by default. So it will open that browser and try to show the HTML outcome. See it is again this one. Actually, I have to select first one. So welcome is a heading, and if you see this symbol, it means you are using a Tomcat. Another one. Welcome to my web page. Okay, so this is what I type. Like this is for a HTML. If you want to create a web pages like a Java servlets, you want to create, you can create it also. New new package, or a new Java, new servlet like that. You can able to put it like this. I didn't remember what is to do. What to do? What to do? Okay, like this you can able to put it. So this is I want to show how to add a servlet and sorry how to add a machines web server kind of stuff. Next, you can you see this services. This is services. You can see databases, server, Maven repositories, Docker, Hudson builders, cloud, task repositories, JS test drivers, Selenium servers. So based on what are the tools you have, then you can add it also. Currently, I have a one single Tomcat server. If you have more servers, then go to servers, right click, add server. It will display the what type of server you are using. Okay, you have to give the name of the server. Okay, so wildfire server, glassfish server. Okay, if you download glassfish server, tell the glassfish server you are using, or a different type of one tomcat you have other tomcats also, you can use it. Okay, and if in case if you have a docker installed in your pc, so then tell what docker you have, and you can connect the docker to it. Databases. So if you have a database server, mysql server, oracle sql server, okay, like that you can add the databases. So this is IDE. Not only just as we think we can write a program and execute a program. IDE also give facilitate to connect other resources, other servers, okay, other tools, other resources. So that's why I want to tell IDE. So that's the main point of IDE. Okay. So this is my NetBeans. So I can connect different things. I have a database server. I can make and establish a connection from this IDE to database server if in case. So I need to access the database inside from my application. So I can connect it. While building an application itself, we can tell this is a server and this is the page and this is the connection. Tools like Marvin's, tools like Marvin tools or maybe Selenium drivers, we can establish a connections. Okay, database server, web servers, application servers, um, different builders, test dockers, deployment tools. Like we can able to make a connection from your IDE to other things. To show you that one and how to deal, how to connect it, so I install a IDE and do it. So you can also do it. It is not compulsory. No one will ask you that question also. Maybe they ask, may not be they ask. Depends upon your branch, resume, and way of answering. But this is also okay. What is this? It's a reload. Okay. You can change the web browser also, like this. But browser support also it is. Okay, and it is waiting for a restart. Otherwise, it is give you more slow. So what is the next thing we do? First, we have to restart. So then